Relive the rugged days of the Old West as Moses Carson
This is Kit Carson's brother.
takes a young Tenderfoot under his wing
Jesus, come along. Where?
and teaches him the ways of survival in the Arizona desert. It's High Adventure on the Old Frontier, starring James Whitmore, Brian Keith, and Brandon DeWild in Walt Disney's The Tenderfoot.
Coming back. Who? The kid.
The kid? Well, she just left.
Right, and now she's coming back. Looks like things are gonna liven up around here. She's back.
I want her kept away from my bank.
Mr. Halligan, Mr. Leroff, report to the security desk pronto. We have a Minerva alert.
She's back! She's back!
Minerva. She's back.
Jake, she's back, she's back!
No, so soon? I better do something with these. I'm ready.
She only likes pink next to her skin. Or purple. Kidding. Oh, she's nice, but she's weird.
It's my fault again. I don't believe it. 4 weeks and she's back already? This has got to be a record. Charlotte! All right. This is not a disaster, okay? Huh? To tell the truth, I missed her. I want you to cancel my facial.
Okay.
I want you to get her a present, go downstairs, charge something, you know, and stick it in her room, okay? With a card, and sign the card with love, blah, blah, blah. You know, fill in the rest. And sign it from Howie Edwards. I mean, Uncle Howie, huh?
I already sent up some iridescent toenail polish with sparkles.
Since when did I give her permission to use toenail polish?
She doesn't use it. She collects it.
Why? Is there going to be a shortage? All right, forget it, go. Oh, and another thing. If her Aunt Hermione calls, say nothing.
Too late. She knows.
How? How does that woman know? She's like a bat. She's got this other sense. It's like radar. Also, she resembles one. Here you go.
Well, hello, Minerva.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
I'm okay. Boy, are you a sight for sore eyes. Up we go.
Thanks. Here's your tip. Bye.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Did you get my card?
Yes. He didn't say anything about Brenda or Jeb.
Soap is getting so intense. Marissa's split. Jeb's in a coma.
Coma? No.
Yes, and there's more. You got time for a refresher?
Yes.
Let's go.
How long has Jeb been in a coma?
More than a week now. Family sorrow's not the same without Jeb and Marissa.
Are they coming back?
Jake, looky who's back.
Okay, drinks around the house.
A vanilla egg cream, please.
And for me, a cherry surprise. Where are the cherries?
And what about me?
Mustache!
Come in here glad-handing all your old drinking buddies, and you don't even give my neck a hug. Come on, Minerva.
Hey, where you going?
She just got here.
The boss wants to see her.
Oh, come on.
I want to see the
Come
boss.
on.
Baby, I'm crazy about you. But 10 schools in 5 years? It's embarrassing.
I'm sorry, Uncle Howie. I'm just not cut out for school. Why can't I stay here with you?
And what is this essay? Lorraine's divorce? Come on, honey, cutie pie. You can't expect to write about divorce at Sisters of the Holy Annunciation and not expect them not to kick you out. Come on. What about this list they gave me here? Disruptive in class? Restless? Inappropriate dress? I mean, they act as if you're some kind of a misfit or something.
Sister Teresa said to describe a personal experience.
Yes, but not Lorraine's personal experience. Look, she's a drink jockey, for heaven's sake. Huh? Hello? Who? Oh, yeah, put him on. Tell me, honey bun, what's the answer? What do you want? You want Outward Bound? I'll buy it for you. I'll get you anything so long as you stay in school. Arnie, no, $100,000 to me is excessive.
Let's go on a picnic with a real tablecloth, like on the life insurance commercials.
A picnic? No, not you. You mean with ants and dirt and paper plates? What do you say you and we go up to Tahoe? Huh? Come on, the headliner fell out. I gotta book the big room. Arnie, baby doll. All right, so they're part of the recipe. So what? People do not go on vacations to eat olives. No, they pick them up. Stay, honey, stay, please. Please, sit down. Grab a magazine or something, okay? I gotta walk through this kitchen order. Okay, so they get olive mousse at Fandango. So what? What am I supposed to do? Roll over and die over it? Your hair is so interesting.
Thanks.
What? Hold it. Charlotte, why are you buzzing me like this? Who?
So,
Hermione.
she's been expelled from yet another school. Which one is this? I lost count at 9.
This school was not right for her. My mistake.
Oh, and this place is? I'm going to sue for full custody, Howard. You and your seedy friends are destroying this girl's moral fiber. If there's anything left to destroy...
Oh, wait a minute, Hermie.
No, you wait. Jack and I are redoing the room behind the garage. It'll be perfectly adequate for a girl her size. I have alerted the local school and have told them that we will be housing a relative. They are fully aware of her deficiencies, but are heroically willing to take her on. In a lower grade, of course. They'll soon straighten her out.
Am I permitted here to get a word in edgewise?
No. You've said too much and done too little. Now it's my turn.
But I told the judge I want to live with Uncle Howie.
Don't speak unless spoken to, young lady. And you're not capable of making your own decisions.
I am so capable. Whoa!
You okay, kid?
Yeah.
All right, Bets, I want to see Bets, thank you very much. Who's with the house? All right, beautiful, thank you, let's go. Okay, thank you, very nice. See Ortiz, let's go, okay, thank you very much.
Okay, the game is blackjack, gentlemen. A different game on every screen. Place those bets. I want to see hands and money. Thank you. Are we ready? Let's play.
Great! It's top secret research, please, top secret. Thank you for...
You have disgraced this institution.
Me, sir?
You, sir. I want to see you in my office on the double.
Sir, this is not at all what it seems to be on the surface.
Top secret research. Bah!
It is. It's an in-depth study of all the possible variations of the number 21. No, really.
So you get a reprimand.
You blew tenure. At least you still got your job.
I don't want to teach anymore, Winston. I don't know any of my students by name. Half of them don't even come to class. They send their tape recorders. I'm lecturing rows of whirling cassettes. It's a joke.
Not funny. All you need to do is make your classes more exciting.
Why bother? I mean, classrooms are almost obsolete. You know, in 10 years, people are going to be plugging into giant terminals and osmosing their educations. We're redundant.
I have to go now.
Look, I have to. Winston, I'm going away. That's why I wanted to see you. I'm going to take the year sabbatical, and I'm going to write that book I've always been talking about.
You mean you're actually sailing away to the Fiji Islands?
Well, I'm going to make one stop in Las Vegas first.
Vegas?
Yeah, I have to bankroll my trip. Look at this.
What on earth?
This is the ultimate blackjack system. It computes all the mathematical possibilities, taking into account what's been dealt, what cards are left, whether to stand or hit. This is postmodern technology at its best. I'm infallible, Winston. I am infallible. Look at this. All I need in Las Vegas is a strong credit line to start. Now, how much do I have? How much do I have? What?
You can't get to Woonsocket on this change. Oh, Dex. Oh, my best suit, too. Oh.
I'm sorry, buddy. I really am. Hey, it's diet soda. It's not sticky. It's no sugar.
Room service? Yes, I'd like 14 club sandwiches, one on top of the other, 1 hot dog, 3 donuts, and... What? No room service? But it wasn't my fault. It was my roller skates' fault. Punish them. Gotta go, Jose. Bye. What kind of place is this? I don't get food in this place. No, you can't have any food. Oh, God. Tell them. I mean, really, they don't give me food in this place. I can't. Yucky! Come on, we're going on a boat ride. All right. So what'd you do wrong this time? I hated it there. All those kids staring at me like I was a freak or something. Do I look weird to you? No, you look nice.
Oh, Hugo, it's great to be alive, yeah? Minerva, she's with that kid again.
Boy, am I glad I got here in time for your birthday. What are you and your mom doing tonight? We're going out with my mom's freaky boyfriend. I think they're going to get married. Do you like him? He's okay. We're getting wet. Open the umbrella. We're getting drenched. Let's go and make your birthday cake. Oh, I'm drenched, Yaki. Okay, look at this. Whatever. Good birthday cake. This is going to look delicious. I'm going to put lots of it on. Oh, yeah, this much. That's good. Oh, do it. Best birthday cake you've ever had. Bubblegum balls. You like bubblegum, don't you? Yeah. I never had them in a birthday cake before. More bubblegum. After you finish one slice of this, you've got a mouthful of bubblegum the size of a golf ball. Oh, that's good. It's gonna be so good. I know. Lots of ice cream. More bubblegum. Yum. Next layer. There. Yum. Perfect. Yeah. More bubblegum. That's delicious. Pistachio flavored. Want to taste? Okay. Yum. More of this ice cream. The test is set. Want some milk? Yeah, sure. And we can put in some leftover icing. Yeah. pour some of that chocolate stuff, too. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's get out of here.
Howard, I am honored to be your personal secretary, but that doesn't mean I can't aspire to higher positions.
Oh, please, Charlotte.
I can still be your person and do some PR work on the side. For instance, how about I launch a campaign to try and attract a younger crowd? You know, sell the hotel as a spa.
Spa?
A lush desert oasis for today's stressed-out professional.
Spa. I don't even like the word spa. It sounds unfinished. Spa. Spa what?
Okay, then. A luxury, exotic hotel resort with rejuvenating hot springs, pro tennis instruction, up-to-the-minute cuisine.
I know the brochure, Charlotte. Just sounds like a cunning new way to import dates for you-know-who.
I am trying to open the doors here to a classier clientele.
You're a secretary, Charlotte. You're a good one. You type fast, you take dictation, you're good on the phone. Come on, what do you want to rock the boat for, huh? You got a good job here. Enjoy it while it lasts. I don't believe it.
Hi, honey. Oh, good. You're protecting your nose from the sun's harmful rays. Good.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Please. Honey, sweetie pie, not out here. I told you. People don't like to see children around here. It makes them feel guilty. They're living it up here and the family's out there back in Paducah.
What am I supposed to do? Stay in my room all day?
Something wrong with your room? Oh, come on. You know Uncle Howie loves you. Come on, make my life easy, okay? You can't stay in school. You disrupt the hotel. And what's with that nose, huh? And should we talk bubblegum cake while we're at it? Don't you know what I'm going through? Your Aunt Hermione. I'm barely able to hold her off. She's got a lawyer calling me every day, threatening me. There we go. Okay. You got it? Okay. Oh, maybe Hermione's right, you know.
No way.
Yeah? Maybe you'd be better off living in a nice, strict house with nice, strict rules. No? No room service, right? No room service and no toys. With rules and a real bedtime. Punishments. Oh, please. Please, I got a headache. I got a headache.
Don't worry so much, Uncle Howie.
Don't worry, she says. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. You think I want you to grow up like me?
What's wrong with that?
Oh, sure. Oh, a little deeper over here, kiddo. Thanks, honey. I just run around from morning till night, honey. Just trying to keep my heart and my ulcer from attacking me. Huh? I got no life. You think that? I got no time for nothing. That's great, huh? And look what I'm doing to you.
You're not doing anything to me.
Where are my jelly beans? Okay, get me my jelly beans. Oh, thanks. And look, what are you bringing me jelly beans for, huh? With my blood pressure? You should be looking out for me. Please, get rid of these. You see what I mean? Now look, you know I love you, right? Huh? We got to get this straightened out. We got to get this working, kiddo, before Aunt Hermione comes over here visiting us on her broomstick again. Huh?
Here you are, sir, your key. It's computerized to unlock your door. We change all the combinations with each new arrival.
Really?
Yeah, we've kind of gone high-tech here. This computer does all our worrying.
Huh.
There you go.
Well, thank you.
Okay, have a nice day.
Hi, how are you today? My name is Dexter Bunch. I'd like to open up a line of credit, if I may, to the Eastern Institute of Technology Credit Union. That's in Massachusetts.
EIT. Student or professor?
Assistant professor, actually.
Professor?
Hi.
Hi.
Dexter Bunch.
Charlotte Waring.
Hey, Charlotte.
I'm doing a little survey for the hotel. Is this your first time here?
Yes, it is. Thought I'd try my hand at this blackjack thing.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Listen, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help out.
Sure. What do you do here?
Oh, I'm executive secretary to Howard Edwards, Esquire, the proprietor of the hotel.
Really?
Do you, by any chance, play tennis?
No, ping pong.
Really? Any good?
I'm considered among the best.
Well, maybe you could give me a lesson sometime. I'm a very fast learner.
Oh, Mr. Mr. Bunch, your credit line is in order. We've placed a stop at 50,000. Enjoy your stay and good luck. Oh, Mr. Edwards, Esquire, on the phone.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you.
William Alex.
It's a round bed. A round tub. And a round bar. It's a beautiful night. Yes, it's a fantabulous night to make lots and lots of money. We're making piles and piles of money. We're making oodles and oodles of cash. Yes, indeed. All right. Now listen very carefully. I'm sending you out there a pauper, a zero, a professor without tenure, and I expect you, Dexter Bunch, to return a man of hope, a man of purpose, a man of considerable wealth. Now the question is, can you do it? I'll take that as a yes.
New shooter coming out. Place your bets. Place your bets. When he plays. 7, front line winner, 7. That's down. 5, no field, 5. Point is 5.
Mr. Whitewood, Mr. Brown White.
6. 7. Line away, 7. New shooter. E11, front line winner, 11. That's down. Coming out. New shooter coming out.
Mr. Harris.
6.
Robert Harris.
6.
That's got it.
how he takes that split second to look down? He's definitely counting. Right there. That's when he's making the calculation in his head. Wow, this guy's fast. I've seen him. This joker's hot.
Cocktails. Excuse me. Drinks, sir?
Yeah. Some champagne. Very expensive.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. They love me here.
Oh, Jake, he's so cute. And already he's built up a good stack. Maybe 50 G's. A real brainy type.
If he's so brainy, how come he's playing blackjack?
Give me that.
You know what? What do you say we go for the whole deal?
All right. Way to go.
I just feel lucky.
Lucky. Right.
Mrs. Van Adams, Mrs. Geraldine Van Adams, please.
Excuse me, champagne. There you go, sir. Good luck.
Thank you. Whoa, whoa. Whoa,
I'm
whoa.
really sorry.
Oh. Can I just hold this? Is that all right?
Take your time, Mr. Bunch.
Thank you.
He's lost count.
Yeah, must be his lucky watch, huh?
And a deuce. She... All right, X. X is the... Oh, please. Please, come on.
Yeah, your time just ran out, buddy.
That view. Isn't that fantastic? Huh? No matter how many times I see it, it gives me a chill every time. Ah, I am so proud to be a part of this thing.
Please work.
Hey, what's going on in there? Anything wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's got 50,000 riding on the next car. He's one scared puppy dog.
Mr. Arnold, may I help you? Yes. Yes, that is our authorization code. Let me just check. It's EIT. Something doesn't gel.
Here it is. Good luck, buddy. Cool.
Mr. Bunch, are you satisfied that these are the cards that were dealt and the chips that were bet? You may proceed.
Stand or hit.
She's got 15, she's got
15.
upstairs. She's gonna be finished in a half hour. Look! Wow! Listen to this! Sounds great. What is it? It's a musical computer, I think. How neat!
Card won't work. Well, here, let me try.
Can it play another tune? I don't know.
Oh, now this is ridiculous. Huh.
All right, check the computer terminal. Yeah, I think it's fused. Mustache? You here?
Good work. Bunch, Dexter. Well, when I checked before, it was a much higher figure. Well, could there be some mistake? I see. $50. Thank you.
Are you trying to destroy me? Every time the two of you get together, something bad happens. And as for you, Squirt, if I ever see you in here again, I'm gonna call up the juvenile authorities. Do you understand?
It wasn't his fault, Howie, really.
Party's over, honey doll. You're going to your Aunt Hermione's.
But it was an accident. We didn't know. We won't do it again, Uncle Howie.
Charlotte, get on the phone, call Hermione, tell her I'm ready to negotiate.
Oh, run away. I will. You can't send me there. Aunt Hermione hates me. Put me down. I will run away. Put me down.
Hello?
Stop.
It's Hermione.
I told you she's a bat. Tell her I ain't here.
He ain't here. I'm sorry. I mean, Mr. Edwards is out for the evening. Yes, I will. Okay, goodbye. Howie, don't be so hard on Minerva.
Please, don't tell me how to run my niece. Bad enough you're trying to turn my joint into yuppie heaven.
All she needs is somebody to believe in her.
Put it to music.
Mr. Edwards, we found him.
Good. So, you've stolen a lot of money from us, haven't you, Mr. Bunch?
Yes, but I gave it back.
You lost it back?
Well, yes, technically. Look at it this way. A guy comes to your casino, opens a line of credit, and then it turns out that the credit was phony.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Now, see, it's the same as saying, you fronted me $50,000, right? I took the money, changed it into chips, and then I gave all the chips back to you, see? So, in a sense, it's like this money never even existed.
Mr. Bunch, it's very simple. You've misrepresented your assets. All right, now, who are you going to borrow from? Friends? Relatives? Family?
No.
You own any property? You got a car?
Sir, I'm a math teacher.
Oh.
You have any idea what teachers make? I'm broke.
Oh. So, this is the kind of crook you wanted us to attract.
I am not a crook. I fully intended to give it back. It was starter capital. I was going to put it back tonight with my winnings.
Why do these little schnooks always think they're going to win?
Here, he brought his little helper.
Oh. Oh. Well, I can see you're an intelligent man. I swear to you, I'm going to get that 50 grand out of you, even if I have to sell the fillings out of your teeth.
Sir, I will be happy to work it off here.
Really? How?
Dishes.
Dishes! Great! 50 or 60 years, the debt will be paid off. Not good enough.
I could always be your blackjack consultant.
You wise guys. Don't you even once think you're going to get caught?
Sir, this was absolutely foolproof. I worked on it with my students at school. It was sort of a class project.
What? Oh. Unlock him. Okay, everybody, clear out.
Thank you.
Not you.
Mr. Edwards, you wouldn't, I mean, you
What?
remember your temper?
What? My temper? My temper? Get out, get out, get out. Take her. You, too. So, you're a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Professor teacher?
A professor teacher, right.
Good, good. 'Cause I'm gonna make you a little proposition that just might save your neck, teacher.
What are you telling me? Every bellboy in the hotel is busy? All right, well, I'll find it myself. Where am I going? No, the new room. Uh-huh. Number B12? That's not a room, that's a vitamin. Never mind. All right, well, how do I get there? What? Under the garage. Mm-hmm. No, I'll find it. Well, you have a lucky day, too. Excuse me.
Oh, relax. I'm sorry, sir. I get so nervous down here. This place is like a dungeon.
No, actually, I think dungeons are nicer. Is this it?
The bathroom is down the hall, past the boiler room.
Past the boiler room.
Past the boiler room.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do to deserve this?
Well, actually, I sent back my oatmeal this morning. Told them it was too lumpy.
Here's your key, sir.
Well, thanks. And here's,
No, never mind. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, that's nice. Mm-hmm. You. This is all your fault. You are such a jerk. You're such a jerk. You are such a jerk.
Will a plumber please report to the boiler room?
And she is expecting me?
Like the measles.
Hello?
Hello. You the exterminator?
No, I'm Professor Bunch.
Oh, yeah? You look like one.
I was told you expected me.
Sure did. You're my new punishment.
Charming.
Let me tell you now, I don't like school, and I don't like teachers even more.
Wonderful sentence structure. Look, this initial meeting is not only for you and I to get to know one another, but for me to get some sense of your proficiency levels.
My what?
Would you read that, please? I meant out loud.
The apple never falls far from the tree, is the mother of a bird, and hand is two in the bush of the apple.
What are you doing? What about this? Necessity, invention? Why are you leaving out important words?
Well, if I don't know them, then I just leave them out.
I see. Well, do you know what that means? Necessity is the mother of invention? Okay. Well, that means that if one needs something and one doesn't have it, that one will create it.
Wow, and you can call room service. You know, you can even get oxygen in this place. It's totally rad.
Can you tell me where you left off in your history lessons?
No?
Social studies or civics?
I've gotten kicked out of thousands of schools. Social studies, civics, or whatever it's called. You know, they're all mushed up like mushy meatloaf.
So then they're all mushy meatloaf.
Yeah.
Tell me, Minerva, is there any one subject in which you particularly excel? Are you good at anything?
Sure. I can beat the elevator down from the 8th floor. I can hop on 1 foot longer than Thomas the doorman. And I can chew one mouthful of food for over a half an hour without swallowing.
It's really, really great. I'm gonna have a little conference with your uncle.
Oh, so the lesson's over.
For today.
Great.
All right, now listen. She should be informed but not opinionated, right? And witty but not a Budinsky. Okay? I'm giving you parameters here. In brief, I want Princess Di.
Mr. Edwards, it takes centuries of breeding to create a young woman like that.
Yeah, well, you don't have centuries, my friend. Kids going to school in the fall. That's the overall plan. Charlotte, what's the name of that school back east?
The Wyman School.
Mm-hmm.
It's near Boston.
Oh, here.
Yeah. It's only one of the best schools in the country. And you're going to get her into the Wyman School.
No, you are, Bunch. What's the data on that admission thingamajig?
Well, if Minerva can make 80% or better on the entrance exam.
80%.
Will you let her finish?
If she can make 80% or better, they'll take her.
Mm-hmm.
The examination's in a few weeks.
It's in a few weeks.
Will you keep it down? Take it easy.
I will never be able to pull that off. I'm sorry. Mr. Edwards, I am a teacher. I am not a magician.
Yeah? Well, that's the deal. Are you shirking?
No, I'm reassessing. I just had no idea how academically and socially lacking she was.
What do you mean lacking? I give her anything she wants. Okay, so she happens to be a diamond in the rough. But she could be perfection. That's all I ask.
All right, wait a minute, hold on. Let us say, hypothetically, she passes the exam. Can I go then?
I think you should be more concerned, hypothetically, with what happens if you fail. Please.
Look, we have a lot of territory to cover, and I'm going to need your cooperation. All right, I'm scheduling lessons that start early in the morning, and they're going to go through most of the day. Please stop that. I'm getting a little queasy here. Who are you calling? What are you doing?
Hello, room service. Hi, could you send up an ice pack emergency? Oh, and where's my order? Okay. Thank you. Bye.
We're going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning.
No way. 10:30, I've got Family Sorrow. Oh, and at 11, I've got Search for Love. Oh, and I have to leave my lunches for in case Jake needs me down the Primavera.
Minerva, don't you realize how important this is? The exam is in April.
That's before May, isn't it?
It's a joke, right? It's a little joke.
Oh, hi. Come on in. Oh, ice pack. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Yucky! My mom has 2 haircuts and highlighting. I'm here for the rest of the day. Did my uncle see you? Great. Oh, this is Professor Bunch. Professor Bunch, this is Yucky.
Hi.
Let's face it, we both know that I'm not going to get into the Wyman school, so why try? I've been to lots of boarding schools. I just don't fit in.
Well, may I suggest that maybe it's because you are unprepared. And just maybe you're intimidated by how little you know and how little you care to know.
Teachers. I know. Well, let's pig out. All right.
Hi.
Hi. I was sent to get a progress report. May I come in?
Yeah, I don't have much to report.
Looks like you were planning a trip.
No, I was just, you know.
Well, listen, wherever you were going to go, he would find you.
You know, the gambling thing was wrong, okay? I admit that. I'm not a gambler, but I happen to be a decent human being, and I have plans for my life, and they do not include reforming somebody's kid.
Well, somebody should try.
Why?
Because I feel for her, really. I mean, at least she has a chance to get out of this place and do something with her life.
Meaning what?
Me, for example. I grew up on the Strip. I didn't get the kind of education that you can brag about. You know, I had to work my way up the hard way, through persistence. If I don't make a name for myself here, where am I going to go? I don't know any place else. And I'd hate to see that happen to the kid. Listen, if I knew what you knew, I'd teach her myself.
Can I tell you something? She is unteachable.
Now, how can you say that about someone who's only been on this earth for 11 years?
Okay, she is teachable, but I am not the one who can do it. I don't have the knack. You know, to teach, you need patience and stamina and motivation. The only motivation I have right now is fear.
Will the plumber please report to the boiler room immediately?
What's that?
That's just a little something I had put in. I like to keep in touch with the maintenance crew here.
You have very neat toes.
I do?
Yeah. Your mother must have paid a lot of attention to the shoes she bought you as a kid.
I guess she did. Didn't yours?
I was raised by an aunt. Maybe that's why I feel so strongly about Minerva. You know, we have a lot of similarities. Both orphaned at a young age. Both still trying to find our niche. Well, listen, I better get going. I'm supposed to meet Howie in the lounge.
You working now?
Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, this town never shuts down.
Wait a second. Your zipper.
Oh.
Should I do it?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Look, let me try again.
What, the zipper?
No, the kid.
Oh, well, thank you.
Maybe I can give you a better report tomorrow. Over lunch, I'm assuming you get off for meals.
Yeah, how about noon?
Noon is perfect.
All right.
Okay.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye. If
at first you don't succeed. Minerva! Hello? You little brat.
Catherine walked into the barn and found Harold and Susan in there. She went hysterical, crying.
Stop. I'm not looking for you. I just want something to drink.
Bye, honey.
Got another headache? Yeah. I'll fix you a birch beer fizz.
Well, sounds great. Thanks.
You're not mad?
I'm not mad. Look, if you don't want to learn anything, it's up to you. I don't care.
I'm sorry. It's just so boring. It's on the house.
Well, thank you.
Chinese cocktail.
Wonder how'd you learn to do all that stuff?
That's different.
Oh, that's different, huh? Come here. Who's that?
In God we trust. God?
No. It's George Washington. And what do you know about George Washington?
I sort of get him mixed up with that other guy. You know, the one with the long beard?
Lincoln? Okay, Abraham Lincoln, he came much later. Washington was the first president of the United States. Did you ever hear the story about the cherry tree? I cannot tell a lie.
That's the guy?
That's the guy. Now, the third president of the United States, ta-da, Thomas Jefferson.
He had a television series for a while, didn't he?
Different Jeffersons.
Cherry fizz.
Jefferson was an architect, a scientist, an urban planner, a diplomat. He did everything.
But Washington was smarter than Jefferson, right?
They were both smart. Jefferson created modern democracy. He was a genius.
Then why is he only on the nickel?
It doesn't work like that. It's not a rating system. Look, your pal, Mr. Lincoln, one of the greatest presidents of all time. You know, he's on the penny.
Boy, he must have been bummed out.
Minerva, cherry fizz.
So, what do you think?
Hey, I learned something today, didn't I?
I'm afraid so. Look, I'm gonna come by later and drop off some books, all right?
Hi, what are you doing?
I brought you the books. Are you ill?
No, this is a spinach mask for wrinkles.
Oh. What's going on in here?
It's our beauty hour. You shouldn't be here. Out.
I brought you Wind in the Willows and Charlotte's Web. Now, you are supposed to be studying.
No way. I'm getting cucumber slices on my eyes in 10 minutes.
What was that?
That's Gloria. She's trying to get some lounge act together. She's sick of being a drink jockey.
Dexter, you shouldn't be seeing us like this. You naughty boy.
Who was that?
Don't worry, Lorraine. He's just leaving.
Why are you shouting?
She's got very split ends. Her steam's turned up too high.
Look, Minerva, this whole atmosphere is by no stretch of the imagination conducive to studying.
Who said I was going to study?
Yoo-hoo, Minerva!
Do not start that again, please.
I'll do whatever I want.
You are being very childish.
Well, I am a child.
Look, this has been as torturous for me as it's been for you, all right?
Then leave. Who's stopping you?
Your uncle. Look, I owe your uncle $50,000, and this is how I'm supposed to pay him back. I have to work with you. If it were not for that debt, I would be gone, believe me. So now maybe you can understand just how desperate I am.
Yeah, now I understand. You hate your job just as much as Gloria hates hers.
Look, I have to go now. I'm late. We made some progress today, and I hope that we can continue tomorrow, okay? Sorry I'm late.
Anything wrong?
No, nothing. Everything's fine. You look really nice.
Thank you. So do you.
Thanks.
Mrs. Schiffman, the hairdresser, is working here today? She is? Could you conduct me to the room? Hello, may I speak to Mrs. Schiffman, your hairdresser? Thank you. Hi, it's me. Is Yaki there? Where? No, I'll find him. Okay, bye. So, think I could raise $50,000? Well, you've got to hawk. Well, have you ever seen my nail polish collection? No. Blue, green, orange, yellow, black, every color they ever made. Then I've got my trumpet, solid silver, and my mother of pearl earmuffs. Oh, and $300 I've saved up from Primavera tips. I'd do anything to get Dexter out of my hair.
What would you have done with the money if you had won?
I was going to buy a boat and live in the Fiji Islands.
Really? And do what?
I'm not sure. Sail around, write a book, never look back.
Back where?
Boston. Actually, I come from one of those little towns outside Boston that as soon as you grow up, you leave.
And why is that?
I don't know. It just seemed that there was always something better around the bend until you get to the next place and there's another bend.
You know, we actually have a lot in common.
How's that?
Well, we're both very anxious to change the course of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And at least for the moment, we're both trapped someplace we don't really want to be.
Yeah, but you live here.
That's true.
Okay. Hiya, doll. So, how's the kid doing?
The kid is doing fine. She's upstairs with a pile of great books.
Good. Herman, set up over here.
Join us.
Thank you.
Is my driver ready?
Mr. Williams, Tenderfoot.
I don't see nothing here.
I promised Yaki I'd take him home. Miss Schiffman's gonna be late. She can't get the wax off Miss Hemlin's legs.
Hey, Eddie, staff car to level 1. You got passengers.
She has things to pawn.
What do you want?
Money.
That's the straight talk. That's bad trash. Don't look at that. So, how much money do you need?
50 grand. Minus $300.
Sit on this.
No, sir, I would not want to be in your shoes tonight.
Hermie, have a heart. Give me a break, would you? You. That little girl crying herself to sleep downstairs is the most precious thing in my life.
I know. I can't stand guard over her 24 hours a day.
Can't? You will if that's what it takes. I promised her aunt that if she doesn't pass the exam, I got to turn Minerva over to her. Do you understand what that means to me? Huh?
Well, I leave you to your favorite pastime, Howard. And remember, there are witnesses here. If she doesn't pass that test, she's mine.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling me. I do appreciate it.
Seems like a nice lady to me.
That's it, buddy. No more wisecracks. Fun and games are over. You don't keep your part of the bargain. You are chopped liver. You get me? Out. A teacher, huh? Ha! Ha! No wonder you took up gambling. And you wasn't so hot at that either.
That hurts. First thing on our agenda is a little spring cleaning. Because a cluttered room can lead to a cluttered mind. You know, I learned a very valuable lesson last night. I discovered that when a person is operating under extreme duress and suddenly confronted with the possibility of losing a limb or two, and perhaps his life, then whammo, the brain springs back into action. Little gray cells coming up with all sorts of amazing solutions, and which proves that necessity truly is the mother of invention, right? Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Which means I have decided that my approach with you thus far has been all wrong. What do you say we start all over again? Hi, I'm Dexter.
Hi, I'm Minerva.
How about a math lesson?
13, hit me. 16, hit me again. 21, this is great.
I have a feeling you've played this before.
Night. 22, bust.
You know what that is? That is life.
Dexter, isn't it rude to read at the table?
Well, normally, yeah, but this is a book on etiquette. A lady waits for a gentleman to seat her. A lady waits until the gentleman is seated before touching the table. Obviously, none of my dates have ever heard of this book.
You ever put ketchup in your chicken soup?
Wait a second, where is the place setting? There should be rows of forks and spoons here. Miss! Waitress!
Yeah, what's up?
We are having soup as our first course, and this is not a soup spoon.
Well, pardon my liver. But in here, pal, a spoon is a spoon.
I think we came to the wrong place. We should have stayed at the hotel.
Listen, you've been cooped up in there long enough. I wanted you to breathe the air of normalcy. This is normalcy. And besides, it's the only place I could afford.
Your soup's getting cold.
Okay, let's move on. Now,
Hey, how come I can't do that?
it's a tough world, kid. All right, we are now moving on to the world of forks. Starting from the outside, working in. The first fork that you will... Miss Waitress.
She's gonna club you, Dex.
What's wrong? You doily ripped?
Ha. No, this fork is dirty.
The man expects the rinse. He should eat there.
Before you try that again, I'd like to get the number of the nearest hospital.
Here's your grub.
You know what, Minerva? I think we shall dine at our local eatery, a place where they know how to prepare partridge a la pêche. Thank you very much. Let's...
We are departing to another hamburger joint.
Thank you.
After you, Philip. Oh, no, Clive, I wouldn't dream of it. You go first.
Dexter.
Hi.
Hi, I haven't seen you in days.
Yeah, I know. It's been really hectic. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm supposed to invite you to a party.
No parties until after the exam.
Well, it's not really an invitation. It's more of an order. From our emperor.
Ooh.
He wants you and Minerva to come to a formal dinner honoring one of our local congressmen. How's she doing?
A little rusty on formal dining, actually. So am I.
I think he wants to see if you've been doing your job.
So we're both on trial. Great. When is it?
Night before you fly east.
Very nice. Great timing. So the spring days came and went. The sky grew clearer, the earth greener. The flowers were up fair and early, and the birds came back in time to say goodbye to Beth. Do you want me to stop?
No, read.
Who, like a tired but trustful child, clung to the hands that had led her all her life, as father and mother guided. You know, we can finish this later.
No, read.
As her father and mother guided her tenderly through the valley of the shadow and gave her up to God.
She's dead. Beth's dead. I can't do this. Prussia, Russia, Musha.
Come on, Minerva, you're doing very well. You've been doing very well. Let's keep going. Franco-Prussian War, 1871.
No. Let me watch my soap operas. My brain's exhausted. Please. I don't know what's been happening. May all be dead by now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You can watch. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just thought you might like to know what happened to Alsace and Lorraine.
Lorraine downstairs?
Mm-mm. No, Lorraine of Prussia. Enticing, mysterious, wicked Lorraine. Do you know that poor Alsace was forced into marrying her? I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. Sit down. All right, it's 1871. Now, France and Prussia were involved in a bitter custody battle. France at that time was separated from Germany by the Rhine River, right down the middle. Prussia was Germany's very, very powerful godfather, and Prussia made France give up her son, Alsace. Innocent, sensitive young Alsace. Alsace, or Al, had to move to Germany. And it was there in Germany that he met wicked Lorraine.
Alsace was forced to marry Lorraine?
He had to, and they became Alsace-Lorraine.
Was Alsace miserable?
Well, yeah, it was very tragically, terribly miserable. So France started fighting again. They said, this time, we're not going to settle in court. We're going to take Alsace and just bring him home ourselves. Well, they started fighting, and the fighting got worse, and it got bigger, and that became World War I, right? Germany lost the war. Now, keep in mind, of course, on a real picnic, this would all be grass, right? And there'll be a little stream over there, and a lake out there with weeping willows, and there'll be ants, thousands of ants.
It's beautiful. How did you know about this place?
Actually, I didn't. I just figured if we kept driving, we'd find something.
It's so big.
Is there gonna be anything weird in here?
No, it's iced tea.
Oh, yeah? Who made it?
I did. Never been on a picnic before.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, neither have I.
Get out of here. Really?
No. I mean, I've seen pictures, and I know people who picnic all the time. But me personally, this is my first time.
You look so different on TV.
Well, sure. That's because on TV, they always show these big families with aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters. And do you know that I'm an only child? I am an only child.
Yeah, I'm an only child, too. What about me?
What about her?
What about him?
What about me?
What about us?
What about us?
Yeah, what about us?
What about us?
What about him?
Okay, her.
We're in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Yeah, but that can be nice. Just means that you can start all over again and choose any direction you like.
Dex, what are you going to do after this?
Write my book? Figure out the meaning of life? I don't really know.
Well, whatever you do, don't get rich.
Why not?
Well, Uncle Howie's loaded, and all he ever does is scream at people on the phone. You're driving me to an early grave.
Well, I wouldn't worry about me getting rich too soon.
How did you know I love it out here?
Lucky guess. Actually, the picnic was practice for the fancy dinner tomorrow night. The desert was just a great place for Cinderella.
For what?
Cinderella. Okay, here's a beautiful part. This is Act 2. We are in the palace ballroom. The prince is looking for his true love. Everybody is there, including Cinderella's ugly stepsister. Suddenly, Cinderella appears, and she is beautiful. He is very handsome. He sees her. She sees him. And then suddenly, as if in a trance, they walk towards each other. Come here. Get over here. Now, this is a waltz. It's a very beautiful waltz. You and I will waltz.
I don't know how to waltz.
It's a simple box step. All right, just follow me. Ready?
Okay.
Down.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Where do we go? Thanks.
I think I'm going to faint.
No, you're not. Come on.
If it's soup, do I scoop my spoon towards or outwards?
It's not soup. It's Cornish hen. No spoon. Relax. You know everything. Here comes Aunt Hermione.
Minerva, worried about the exam, dear?
Yes.
Well, I would think so. You should be home in bed, not out among adults.
I had no idea there were going to be adults here. Imagine my chagrin.
I hear you're going away to school in the fall.
Yes, ma'am. Are the Fiji Islands.
I taught school before Mr. Riley was elected to Congress. Tell me, what is your favorite subject?
Geography, I guess. I can't get over it. All those places are out there all the time.
Some kid, huh?
Which places interest you the most?
The extremes. The highest mountain, the longest river. Did you know the easternmost point of the United States is West Quadiad, Maine?
And what is the westernmost part?
Los Angeles.
Cape Wrangell, Alaska.
I always forget Alaska.
That's very good, young lady. Now, what about the southernmost point?
Key West, Florida.
Kalei, Hawaii.
I don't count Hawaii. This is some smart kid, my niece. Am I right?
Yes.
Say, Howie, I've been checking some figures on state oil export, and I was wondering...
Hey, what are you doing? You can't get up and disappear like that.
I'm hyperventilating.
No, you're not. You didn't even know that word a week ago. You were absolutely terrific.
I never want to do that again. Eating that pigeon with my fingers, I blew it.
Blew it. I was never more proud of you. You were positively elegant. A real princess under pressure. And you know what? Uncle Howie came over to me after dessert, and he gave me these. He said, she did good. And you did.
I love you, Dex.
Mm.
Let's celebrate tonight. I'll make you a sundae you'll never forget. And you can finish reading Sword in the Stone.
I have been looking for you two everywhere. Howie wants to see you now.
My teacher's work is never done.
Honey, you were wonderful.
Thank you.
Especially all that stuff about Cinderella. I didn't know you liked the ballet.
I do.
That's great. What do you say we get back up there?
So you think she's gonna do good?
She's got a first-class mind. You heard it tonight.
Well, I knew. What do you think? I didn't know? I just thought I'd better refresh your memory. Remember, the deal is not only does she get into that school, but she's got to want to stay there. No coming back in a month.
Well, we can only hope for the best.
You better pray for the best. Hey, here. In the meantime, a little something for you.
Ah. It's not ticking.
Ticking? Come on, it's cigars.
Thank you very much.
Want to play some checkers?
Right now?
No, I mean, you know, whenever. Yeah.
Sure, I'm a big fan of checkers.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know something? I think I'm going to take a little breather now. You're leaving tomorrow. She takes the test the next day. I think we're out of the woods.
Hey,
What are you doing here?
how about I buy you a drink?
Now? It's kind of late.
Oh, come on.
I am so easy.
Dex, it's me. Dex, we had a date. Dex, are you there? Dex, I have a surprise for you. Dex?
So I took her to the art exhibit, and she's staring at the most bizarre abstract painting. So she turns her head around, she turns it, and she's practically standing on her head, and she says, Dex, I think they hung it upside down. It was really cute.
Oh, you know, you've turned her life around. Oh, she's terrific, and Dexter, so are you.
Well, you're obviously a fan of museum stories.
No, I mean, I wish her the best. It makes me so jealous. I would give anything to be in her shoes right now, having my whole life stretching out in front of me. No, listen, I can charge it. Let me get it.
All right. Only if we can step out for some air. On me.
You bet.
Okay. I always thought you were taller.
I'm sitting down.
That's probably it. It's a perfect height for you. I could eat spaghetti off your head at this height.
If you wanted to. Well, you know, I'm serious. It's meant a lot to me, watching you and Minerva work together.
I'm not sure why, but I'm glad.
Well, it's just, I feel like I want to go out and do something, you know, different that I can, and that you help me.
Well, I'm glad. Gee, I wish I weren't leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
What are you doing? How come you haven't been around? I've been grounded since the night at the pawn shop. My mom stripped me of everything. Skateboard, bike, baseball, popcorn. You name it. I'm sorry. You sound bummed out. I'm okay. I just feel like running away somewhere. Why don't you come see me? I don't know where you live. Wait a minute. I'll go and get a pen and pad. I'm back. Yeah? Where? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll find you tomorrow. Sweet dreams. And here's my fountain. It's nothing like the palace. Nothing is. So why are you running away? Scared of the test? You know where you're going? So stay here. I'd hide you from my attic. Or the doghouse.
The girl's been missing 8 hours.
Both cheeks for her.
Yes, we put out APB soon as we got here.
What do you got? You got anything?
No, her chin's a little more pointed than that.
Come on, come on.
What's wrong with you? Didn't anyone ever take a picture of her? What am I gonna do?
This was from last Halloween. She won.
What are you, crazy? I can't put this on the wire.
She came into the Primavera real early. She had 3 crisp $100 bills. She asked me to change one. I thought she might want to buy something at the airport. Who knew?
No. What do you mean, knew? Knew what? We don't know nothing here. She could have been kidnapped. And if that's true, so help me, Dexter. So help you.
Nice here. Quiet. Is it always like this? Nice. Maybe I can marry you. Yucky, yuckaroo. It was only an idea. Then you won't have to go off. I keep thinking you'll never come back. I'll be back. Someday.
It's just like what happened to Margie. She and Hank were having a picnic with their kids. Well, she wasn't her kid. She was his kid from when he was married to Penelope,
Hello,
who
how
died
old
under
are
an
you?
avalanche of potatoes. The soap was full of deaths that year.
She's a hairdresser, freelance. We're trying to track her down at one of the hotels.
Who are you talking to? Don't let out that she's missing. We'll have every crank calling us up here asking for money.
We're not mentioning Minerva's name. Would you give us some room, please?
Hey, listen, pal. Don't hand me any grief. It's your fault she's missing.
It's my fault.
Right.
Oh, come on. If you didn't have that once-in-a-lifetime breakfast date with her this morning, you wouldn't have known she was missing for days.
Are you implying I don't love the kid?
No, I know all about it. She's the most precious thing in your life. Sure, that's after the hotel, after the casino, after several thousand business deals.
Don't.
Did you ever bother reading to her?
Read! She's got a romance with her TV. Hey, don't lecture at me, buddy.
The police say they still have a patrol car outside the house, but Yaki and his family are not home yet.
All right. Just tell them to stay there. And as soon as they find the kid, tell them to bring him right here. And if Hermione calls, tell her nothing.
So, she ran away. Well, I knew that girl couldn't go the distance. She doesn't have it in her. Nor do you.
Where is he?
In the bathroom.
Hey, this is occupied, fella.
I think I know where she may have gone.
Yeah? We'll call the cops.
No. I want to get her myself.
You?
Alone, no police, no sirens, no fuss. I don't want to scare her. Besides, Aunt Hermione's still out there.
Oh, yeah.
Look, trust me, all right?
You?
If I am wrong, I will come back. I give you my word.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
How do I know this isn't just one of your scams?
It just so happens I care a great deal about Minerva. And isn't it a lot better that we find her before the old bat? Huh?
All right, you got 4 hours.
I need at least 12.
12?
And I need some cash.
Cash? Woo! You really got a lot of nerve, kid.
I have no money. I have no money. I used to have $50,000, if you remember. There it is.
Here, on your horse.
Oh, yeah, 100.
You got a deuce there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Let him go. He's on a temporary pass.
Thank you.
Do you know where the test is?
Inside upstairs. Wonder who that is.
Are you looking for someone?
Thanks. I think she's here.
Are you on the faculty here?
No, I'm not a teacher.
Well, you look like one. I just started here myself.
Well, that's great.
Well, bye-bye.
Well, thanks. Good luck. Yes, collect call from Dexter Bunch, please. Thank you very much.
What? What? Wait, I can't hear. Do you mind, will you please? This is my phone and my niece, Budowski. Whoa. What? No, I'm here. I can hear you now. Where is she? Is she okay? Oh, thank you.
Well, she's going to be up there for at least another hour. The place is beautiful. It is. And I am certainly glad we didn't send the police in to find her. I will. I will call you as soon as I hear. Okay. I will. Thank you very much. Right, bye.
I knew you'd do it. You're my niece, aren't you, right?
Oh, honey, you've given me such encouragement. If you can do it, so can I.
Oh yeah? What does that mean? You gonna try for the Wyman School, too?
No, I've got a job.
No, excuse me, Angel Face. Yes, right here.
Another hotel's offered me public relations work, and I'm taking it. You hear that, Minerva? Tell Dex.
Excuse me, honey bun. Mind telling me what all of you think you're grinning about? And what if I offer you a likewise position here at the hotel?
Nothing ever changes there.
Hi, Minerva. We may get to be roommates.
Yeah, great.
No, you still haven't explained why you ran off the way you did.
I wanted to do this. Alone. On my own. By myself.
I know, but they were worried sick about you, and you shouldn't have done it.
I had to do this. And this was the first place Uncle Howie couldn't pay my way in. Don't forget, Minerva. I won't, Annie. See ya.
You sure settled right in here.
I realized the other night that you didn't need some kid in your life.
Hey, you are not some kid.
I didn't want to bother you.
You're not a bother. Do you know I live in the next town over?
You do?
Yes, Boston is 20 minutes from here.
Actually, I already knew that.
Now, how'd you know that?
Well, I saw your address in Uncle Howie's files. Maybe after school starts, we could have a meal once in a while.
Now that sounds like a very strong possibility.
You must need a job now that I'm okay.
Yeah, you have any suggestions?
Have you ever thought about teaching?
No, never crossed my mind.
I bet you'd be great at it.
Come on, you're just saying that.
No, I'm not. Let's go on a picnic. Please, please, please.
Well, you know, there just happens to be a beautiful spot right near here that would be a perfect setting for Swan Lake.
For what?
Swan Lake, it's a ballet.
Oh, what's it about?
All right, here's the plot. There's this prince named Siegfried, right?
Siegfried? Siegfried and Roy?
No, another Siegfried. Now, listen to the story, okay? He lives in this incredible, it's like a condominium, but it's like you pay once